Hey, welcome to Grandpa Sees the Blinking and the Smart Arrows. We're looking at NVDA here on the right side and Tesla on the left. And let's start with NVIDIA for what's going to happen in our near future, possibly. So for Tuesday, 8/27/24, we had an exciting day today. NVIDIA dropped some, Tesla dropped some. I will say, in NVIDIA, the dominant trend is still up. We have a buy signal in the daily, the weekly, and the monthly. And so you have nothing but the dominant trend is still up. However, we're showing signs of exhaustion. And we have a strong sell signal in the 4 hour, the hourly, and so on. But that can all change. Lot of indecision. If we manage to ever close above 140.76, you can look for the 150 area. However, around 130 is pretty much your pivot point. 129.75 area to 115.40 area is possible tomorrow. Short term, you could be looking at that 115.40 yet. And as far as the open tomorrow, NVIDIA, I expect to gap up. It closed at 126.46, and I anticipate it's going to probably open, gap up just a little bit, maybe 90 cents, maybe $1, up around 127.30. I think it's going to open. It might be a beautiful sell opportunity, very near term. She could dip down to that 115.5 area, very near term. You just don't know. The arrows will know. But after, also on the other hand, that 115 area could be an absolute beautiful buy area if given the opportunity, because I think we're going to go up and try to get up in that 137, 140 area again here. I think she's going to try for the top again. So if you get the opportunity to buy in the 115 area, it might not be the end of the world as far as a place to purchase NVIDIA and get some more. 115.40 area, 115.50 probably be a good place to get in if you don't want to try to short it going down. But so that's where we're at with NVIDIA. Looking at it after hours here, and I only trade Tesla, so I'm not. Otherwise, I'd probably short it at the one. If we get 127.5, I'd probably short it and try to pick up some on the way to 115.5. But we may see that 115.5. Grandpa just don't know for sure. But I do think it's going to open up about $1 gap up. And also today, we had higher volume on lower prices by 16 million shares. Okay, that causes divergence in NVIDIA. We're talking about NVIDIA. Higher volume by 16 million shares on lower prices. That's that's bearish. That is very bearish. And that's the other reason that if you got a chance to go short in the 127.5 area, you might want to try pick up $4 or $5 on the way down, and then anticipate a reversal upward. Possible, very possible. Okay, so let's talk Tesla. Tesla, the dominant trend is down, absolutely down. We have a buy signal in the monthly, the weekly, but we have a sell signal in the daily, and that means the dominant trend is down. Also, there's a strong sell signal in the 4-hour. Tesla's looking fairly weak. Fairly weak. But let's see. Tesla closed at 213.21. However, I expect it to open, gap up. I think it's going to gap up and open around 214.5. And Grandpa's fairly accurate at calculating where stuff is going to open. So just remember that. And it might happen in the pre-market, from 7 to 9:30, or it might happen right at the open. But I'm going to be looking for a bounce up to short Tesla. Is my thoughts. Okay. Let's see, what do we got with Tesla? So the dominant trend is down. You can expect pretty strong resistance around 223.25 area. It's just in the weekly and the monthly, even though they're buy signals, they're showing huge signs of weakness. They're on the verge of giving sell signals, is what they're doing, both of them. This thing could get nasty before it gets better here. You just don't know. That's why we got smart arrows. Oh, let's see. If we can open above 217.50. Okay, if we open above 217.50, which I do not expect, you could expect it to go up to around 223 area. If it opens under 217.50, you can expect very possibly even tomorrow 204.50. And if we close below 204.50, you can start looking for 160 or less. So that's where we're at with Tesla. And, there is a slim chance she could even hit 201. With Tesla, anything is possible because it can get wild to move $20 in a day. We all know that. Either direction. From high to low, without a problem. But I anticipate a fairly tight range in Tesla tomorrow. And I expect a range between 204 area on the bottom side and 222 on the top side, absolute top side, and but the range itself, I think, is going to be fairly tight tomorrow. I think most of the trading is probably going to take place in the 210 to 217 area. In Tesla, that's what I think we're going to run fairly tight. We were stretched out way more today in Tesla than I thought we would be. I thought we were going to run tighter than we did. We had a beautiful death cross here, and we had a beautiful death cross in NVDA also. And Grandpa will be monitoring these all the way through tomorrow on both of them. At 9:15, I will be going live. You know, I'm thinking about going for an hour and then taking a 15, 20-minute break or something and coming back and doing another hour. I don't know. I'm gonna think about that. But regardless, I'm planning on being here at 9:15 to 11:15. My thinking is trading when it starts moving sideways in $1.50, $2 range in these stocks is pretty ridiculous. And this, I think tomorrow, NVIDIA and Tesla, they've been mirroring each other for several days here. And I think they're going to probably stop doing that come tomorrow. It was just amazing the whole day how these two stocks just literally, other than the brief jump up in the morning for NVIDIA, they just mirrored each other. The whole day was just phenomenal. What's Grandpa forgetting to tell you? So we talked about the dominant trend. We talked about the range. And I think that's about it. So we will see you tomorrow morning. Good luck with NVIDIA and Tesla. At least the dominant trend is in NVIDIA is still up. And yeah, we may get that dip in NVIDIA, but I think that dip may be your buying opportunity to head for the 230, 240 area, and so on. So we will see. Tesla, she's looking weak. She's looking weak, and for right now, and the dominant trend is down. So we shall see what happens. Hey, think about eternity once in a while. Grandpa does. See you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.